In this video, we're going to focus on changing the diaphragm and gasket on one of these Briggs carburetors mounted to the gas tank. So the first thing that we're going to need is a 1/2-inch wrench or socket and either a 3/8 or 7/16. Take the 1/2 inch off. Now we'll take the 3/8 off the front. At the back, there's often a spacer. Then we can remove it from the Z-bend. And there we go. Carburetor and fuel tank removed from the engine. This O-ring and retainer were left behind. But when we reinstall this, we put the O-ring in first, then we put in the retainer. Let's clear off some of this gunk. Get the breather tube off. Then with a Phillips screwdriver, we can remove these 5 Phillips screws. So this works as your bowl. This fills up with gasoline, and this is what gets drawn up into the engine. It's got a bit of crusties in there. Next, as you can see, this diaphragm, it's kind of bulging now. It is bulging, so we don't need to remove the spring. The pickup tube that we take away, the screen, be careful with that, you don't want to squish it. And then this emulsion tube, so we're going to use a pick and get under it. So now we can spray this all out with Carb Clean. I'm going to put this in the ultrasonic, and then I'm going to spray the bottom and stuff off with Carb Clean. I'll show you how to reassemble everything. Okay, so it looks like everything came out pretty nice from the ultrasonic. You don't need an ultrasonic cleaner, you can just use carb spray and spray it all out. So we'll get the emulsion tube back in. And there we go. Nice audible click. That means it's well seated. Next we put in the pickup tube. Make sure there's nothing on it when we put it in. Nice audible click. Next we put the screen on. Nice audible click. Make sure any of this debris, we pick it out and get rid of it. Make sure these holes are good. And that should be perfect. Now we'll get the diaphragm and gasket out. Put the diaphragm on. Nice audible click. Then we put the gasket on. And now the carburetor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There, that's all done. Now we'll get it back on the engine, put it back on the throttle, and then we'll replace the boot. Air filter ring, now the air filter base. Make sure that you oil your air filter. Otherwise, if you don't oil the air filter, it isn't sticky. So any small particles can actually get through this and damage your engine. Then you put the air filter cap back on, and it goes in this orientation. The point doesn't sit out front. It's a compact design, not a streamlined design. Flat screwdriver, big long flat screw, and there you go. That's it. Everything's reassembled. This machine, it's ready to go. And that's how you change the carburetor and gasket on one of these plastic carbureted Briggs & Stratton flathead engines. All right, guys, see you in the next one.